All right, so the Arizona Regionals was supposed to be yesterday, but got canceled last minute, and instead, big shout out to Olympus Games for hosting a great 100-person case tournament instead of the regionals, so that we had something to go to. And going undefeated and won the whole thing. So I'm gonna show the deck I played. Of course, just played Kashtira. It's definitely just the best deck, so I had to play it. 3 Unicorn, 3 Fenrir, 1 Ogre, 1 Rise Heart, and the 1 Scareclaw. Second copy of this never came up, so definitely really happy with 1. I didn't really brick very much, so I just don't think you really need multiples. I was really happy I decided to play the 1. 3 Field Spell, Terraforming, 3 Theosis, 3 Birth, and then Prep, Big Bang. I think Prep is pretty mandatory. It just helps you grind game too much. It just helps you set up like a good board so that you have basically a Rise Heart plus this, just 2 interruptions and follow up, and just, you know, the lingering Macrocosmos effect. It's typically enough to win, and you just don't get Lava Golemed or nibbed or sphere moded. And 3 Prosperity, and I also played 2 Desires alongside it. These never clogged up for me at all. This was fantastic. I'm really glad I played both. My Desires banishes also just never really mattered too much. You know, it never like lost me the game. It was maybe like I didn't have Scareclaw anymore or something, so I couldn't like get that out of deck, but I still didn't like lose because of it, if that makes sense. I was able to just make other plays and still win. The draw 2 is just too good. A lot of greed, so definitely recommend those. And 3 Book of Moon, 2 Forbidden Chalice. These helped out my opponent's Rise Heart. Just provided great disruption. Book of Moon was crazy in the mirror, obviously. I really liked Chalice a lot. Just like the general effect negation was really fantastic. And then 3 Lance. Yeah, this card was kind of underwhelming. It like hardly ever really came up. So going forward, I would at least like cut it to 2, because I think it's just not worth the prospects of drawing multiples, because you can just win without it typically. Like, yeah, I don't know, I didn't really like Lance very much, so I'd maybe cut it to 2 at the very least. I would definitely cut it to 2, but I might even cut it to like 1 or something. I don't like cards that are contingent on my opponent having specific non-engine cards for them to be good. And 3 Ash, 3 Imperm. I think you gotta play the hand traps, like these generic ones. Otherwise, you know, you can get FTK'd by Despia. You can get FTK'd in the mirror with the 5 zone lock. So, yeah. As well as random decks like Drytron, Dark World, like, that just legitimately, if they go first in combo and you don't have an interruption, you lose, like, you can't break it. Extra deck, 3 Rise Heart, 2 Shangri-Ira, 2 Big Bang, or sorry, 2 Big Eye, Diablosis, Dark Arm Dragon Annihilation, Red Ice Flare Metal, 2 Zeus, Baroness, Donner, and then the only prospect target I played was Entus. Yeah, I mean, this never came up once, so therefore no other prosperity targets would have realistically come up. Yeah, the one guy, the dude that prevents destruction, definitely would have never come up. So obviously it can, though, you know. I do like this one the most because it just lets me pop any card, so I can stop myself from like dying, or like, and just make it easier to get the clap back. Like the Garura draw often is, I don't know, because sometimes it'll just kill you anyway, or like your draw just won't really help you break the board. So I really like this one. Should probably keep playing it. I think Baroness is still really good. I definitely think you should play it. It comes up it came up twice for me where it was necessary. Just the ability to like use an Ash to turn into an Omni Negate, a pop, and a 3000 to attack over something is like really big. And then also it gives you follow up by, on the following turn, you can put it back in your extra deck and standby to get back Unicorn or something. So I definitely would keep playing this, even though I just played 3 Ash in the main. Red Ice Flare Metal never came up, so this could probably get cut. Maybe for another prosperity target, even though those never really came up for me. Or a 3rd Zeus, honestly. 3rd Zeus, I don't think really came up, but I could definitely see it being potentially important, because 2 Zeus came up a lot. like I summoned 2 Zeus in one game a lot, and so if my opponent like ripped one of them off of Mind Hacker, that would have sucked. But people were typically just ripping one of my big guys. So 3 Shifter, 3 Bell, just didn't want to lose Despia, and the 15th card was a Contact C, just cards for Despia. Bell, I put in Bell over like more Contact C's because it's also good against Labyrinth and like Drytron, and I did play against Drytron, so I played against 0 Despia. So yeah, Bell was really good though. I sided in against the Tearlament as well, and it was good. 2 Econ and Change of Heart for the mirror primarily. Never drew them. Harvey's Feather Duster, never drew it. Evenly matched. This won me 1 game, and that was the I drew it twice. One time I drew it and it won me the game, and the other time I drew it and he resolved set rotation, and I bricked anyway, so didn't matter. And then the only card for going first was a pointer, because this card's just broken beyond belief. The format's like too diverse to fit in more. I feel like I still wish I had like Cosmic Cyclones in here or something for back row decks, but yeah, I never saw this either, naturally, so I didn't really see very much of my side deck besides like Bell and Shifter, and Shifter was obviously fantastic, but yeah, I'm pretty sure there's the, oh, and the Evenly twice, I suppose. But yeah, that was the deck I used. I'll post like matchups in description. Yeah, not much to change, just Lance, probably. Lance, maybe Flare Metal, but there wasn't really anything in the extra deck that I particularly missed. I just could see missing the 3rd Zeus, but yeah, or a Prosperity target, so this could get cut. But honestly, like, that's about it. I was pretty happy with everything else but this and Lance, so yep. Thanks for watching.